Hey guys, so I know that before we left, we had spent some time in Africa. Well, talking about Africa. And so we're going to start there where we left off. So I know that you had done some work with the lady from the Art Center about African tribes and traditions and things with her, but I don't think that we really dove into Africa that deeply. So that's what we're going to start with is Africa, okay? Africa is the second largest continent. It covers 23% of the world's total land area. It's 3 times as large as the U.S., and the equator divides Africa in half. Africa's land is mostly plateaus. The highest point is Mount Kilimanjaro, and it has the world's largest desert, the Sahara Desert. Africa's major rivers are the Nile and Congo rivers. The Nile River is the world's longest river, at 4,160 miles in northern Africa. The Congo River is only about 2,718 miles, but it drains most of Africa. Side note, when it says that the river drains most of Africa, that means that the water that is in the African plains and all throughout Africa, all that water flows into the river and then it carries the water away. Lake Victoria is Africa's largest lake. It's also the third largest lake in the world and covers over 26,000 square miles. It has beautiful waterfalls that come off of it called the Victoria Falls. Africa has a variety of climates. These climate zones stay pretty stable as there are a few mountain ranges as barriers, and the ocean helps maintain the climate zones. Africa has some of the largest mineral reserves in the world. They are very, very rich in mineral resources like precious metals and stones. If you pause the video, you can take a look at that map that shows you which resources are available in which areas. Half of the world's gold can be found in Africa. Gold and diamond mining are the largest industries in Africa. Though Africa has a lot of these resources, other countries are there mining them and reaping the benefits. Africa remains underdeveloped and lacks the resources like machinery to be able to dig them up. Fossil fuels like coal, natural gas, and petroleum are also found in Africa in large quantities. However, other countries benefit most from their petroleum deposits. Africa's land is 20% covered in forests. Some, though few, rare trees grow in Africa, like mahogany trees, which are grown and shipped out. Most of the trees cut down are used for heating and for cooking. In some areas, deforestation is becoming a large problem. Fishing in Africa is a large but a local industry. Freshwater fish and sea fish are caught but only used for local markets. Alrighty, so now you have one question to answer. It's a writing response. I know you love them. But I think again that we touched on this before we left. So I want to know why other countries are benefiting the most from the resources in Africa. So there should be a Google or an assignment created on Google that you can turn in on Google so that you don't have to go to the school and turn anything in. I can go ahead and give you guys grades from home, okay?